All right, I think we're underway. What is up, everybody? Welcome in. It is a Thursday afternoon edition of Orioles baseball. Today it's going to be the Orioles, of course, versus the San Francisco Giants in the final game of a three-game set. For the Orioles, they're looking to try to salvage a game here. It's been a rough few months for them for sure, and the Birds are going to need all the help they can get today to try and get this win and stave off any sort of, how do I even word it? There's really no other way to word it. Another sweep for the O's. They've just really been struggling the second half of the season. It's been absolutely terrible for the Birds when it comes to how they've been playing. So hopefully they'll get a win today, salvage this series at least somewhat, and see what they can do from there, because it's really been a struggle for them. We're good to have all of you in here again. Orioles baseball in the afternoon. Don't expect a lot of people in today, but we'll have fun with it. I am under the weather. For those that don't know, I am a little under the weather, so I'm going to go for as long as I can. I'm going to keep my voice down a little bit today, keep it a little bit toned, as Melissa is working in the other room, so I don't want to be too loud. But we'll try to call a good game. Hopefully you guys come in, have a great time. If you're watching a replay on this, very happy to have you here on the replay, and lots to talk about. For the Orioles today, it's going to be Zach Eflin, who's been pitching absolutely fantastic for the O's. And hopefully today they can get him some runs, because that's been the big Achilles heel, which we'll get into a little bit more in a little bit when it comes to the Orioles. And of course, we'll be facing Logan Webb for the Giants, who's had a really nice season for San Francisco. Although he has given up the second most hits, or the most hits in Major League Baseball, with like 194 hits this year. So he does give up the hits. It's just about scoring the runs. It's going to be big today. There's our two goals for the day. Of course, we always like to give 50 likes if we can get them. And we're trying to get to 935 on the sub count. We're at 921. We're getting closer and closer to that 1,000 mark. For the Orioles, of course, those that don't know, yesterday they designated for assignment Craig Kimbrell, and no other way of saying it, All-Star Hall of Fame closer who just did not have it for the Orioles. They had signed him to a 2-year deal, with the second year being a club option. Obviously, that's not an option they would have picked up either way. And he was designated for assignment today, or yesterday. And no real surprise there. I think ultimately he had gone from being the closer to being a guy that was just going to get some high leverage situations, to a guy that basically didn't get into any high leverage situations, making that kind of money, and then it got to the point where the Orioles just couldn't keep him anymore. He was paid for high leverage closing situations, and he wasn't doing it. So they cut ties with Craig Kimbrell. Probably the first time in his career he's ever been designated for assignment. And of course, Brian Baker was the corresponding move, so Baker's back on the team. We'll see how he does. Excuse me. Again, I do have a cold, folks, so I'm going to do my absolute best. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Actually, it's funny you said that, Joshua. Welcome in. Congratulations to the Milwaukee Brewers first, who won the National League Central. They are the NL Central champs. So congratulations to Milwaukee, who clinched last night. And the Yankees didn't clinch the division yet. They're gonna. But they didn't clinch the division yet, but they did clinch a playoff berth last night. So Yankees and Milwaukee are officially in at this point. So congratulations to those two teams for sure. Again, for the Orioles, it's just a matter of, it's really been one of those things where when you go back to the regular season, you say to yourself, where's the strength and where's the weaknesses of this team? I think everyone really thought that the strength of this team was going to be in their hitting, 1-9. And I think early on it looked like it was going to be. And we thought that the pitching was going to be the weakness, the thing, if anything, that was going to drag them down. And then you lost Tyler Wells, you lost John Means, you lost Kyle Bradish, Danny Cologne for a while, you lost Jacob Webb for a while, and you were like, geez, yeah, it's definitely going to be the pitching. Grayson Rodriguez, you've lost for a little bit. And yet it's the pitching that's been keeping them in games. The hitting has just been historically bad in the second half for the Birds. They just have not hit at all. It's been an absolute problem for them. And I knew this from the first game of the regular season as we were watching the games. And if any of you that have been watching for a while now, you know. I said it at the beginning of the year. I said the Orioles wait too long to score runs. It's the third, fourth, fifth inning before they even get on the board. Even when they were winning, I was like, you can't continue to do that. That's not a recipe for success. And I, unfortunately, was proven right. They have not been able to score runs early in games, and they're not a comeback team this year. They just don't have the ability. Losing Westberg, losing Mountcastle, losing Arias, losing Mateo have not helped. And they're not one of these teams that can play from behind this year. They were last year. They had the second most, I think, comeback wins in all of baseball last year. It's just not the same team this year. And they continuously play from behind. Very seldom do they play from ahead. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate it. We're going to need it. Excuse me, folks. I'm sorry. I do have a cold. I'm trying to get over. But I wanted to call the game, and I'll call it for as long as I can, as long as my my body allows me to do it. But yeah, the hitting's been a problem. Runners in scoring position again last night. You know, the Orioles lost 5-3 last night. They went 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. That if you're going to be a playoff team, you can't do that. You can't. You have to be able to score runs with runners in scoring position. You have to get the big hits. You have to find a way. You just do. You have to find a way to do it. You know, shorten your swing, make contact, put the ball in play. It doesn't have to be a home run. It doesn't have to be a hard, long swing every time. And it's been an absolute struggle for the Birds, for sure. I mean, an absolute struggle. It's been really bad for them. Like I said, almost historically bad. And so they're going to have to find ways to score runs. And, you know, they were one-dimensional. Everything was home run, home run, home run. We talked about that as well. And we talked about, hey, look, you know, you can't rely on the home run all the time. You have to be able to score runs other ways. And then they stopped hitting home runs, and now they can't score runs at all. So it's an issue for this team. And I think now, with the only 10 games to go in the regular season, the pressure is mounting, and you can see it in the team. I mean, I think yesterday Gunnar Henderson, his first at bat in the first inning, he popped up and he slammed his bat to the ground. First at bat of the game in frustration. You know, if it was bases loaded, 2 outs, and he pops up, or he strikes out with a man on third and only 1 out or something, yeah, I can understand frustration there. But first at bat, first inning, frustration's mounting on this team. And they're going to have to figure something out. And every time I listen to the post-game show, and this is not a rip on my Orioles. Look, I love the Orioles. I love the Orioles more than any other team in any other sport. I'm a Rams fan in football. I would trade 10 seasons of Rams losing football for one Orioles World Series. I really would. I really, really would. I love my Orioles that much. Had season tickets for 25 years until I moved to Florida. But that being said, when they're not good, I'm going to tell you they're not good. And right now, they're not good. They're not playing well. And every time we go into a post-game press conference with Brandon Webb, he always has the excuse, well, the pitcher pitched really well tonight. You know, you got to give the pitcher credit. Is that every pitcher? Every pitcher pitched well against your team? Or is it maybe your team's just not hitting? You know, every time out, they make somebody look like Cy Young lately. And that's a problem. And, you know, and he says the other day when Blake Snell was on the mound, he's like, Snell was amazing today. Nobody would have hit him. He was incredible. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if that's the case, then you're in trouble in the playoffs. Because guess who you face in the playoffs? You face all good pitchers in the playoffs. These good teams have good pitchers. So if you can't hit good pitchers in the regular season, what's going to change in the playoffs? So I don't agree with that excuse. You've got to find ways to beat good pitchers, period. You just gotta. You gotta find ways to beat them. It's that simple. And they're just not doing it right now. So we'll see. But welcome in, everybody. Please leave a comment if you'd like to leave a comment. Afternoon game here at Baltimore. Let's go over the lineups around for both teams, and then we'll get going here. So for the Giants, Yastrzemski's going to lead off. Wade is playing first base, and Carson Encarnacion is DHing. Conforto in left. Fitzgerald at short. Bailey's catching. McRae is in center field. Schmidt at third base, and Walton at second base. And again, Logan Webb is pitching for the Giants. For the O's, batting first at shortstop is Gunnar Henderson. Batting second in center field is Cedric Mullins. Batting third at DH is Anthony Santander. Fourth in left field is Colton Cowser. Fifth at catching, Adley Rutschman. Sixth in first base, Ryan O'Hearn. Seventh, right field, Heston Kjerstad. Eighth at second base, Jackson Holiday. And batting ninth at third base is Emmanuel Rivera. And, of course, Zach Eflin is pitching for the Orioles, coming in with a 3.55 ERA. He's been amazing for the Orioles this year. So they're doing the national anthem now, so we're pretty close to first pitch here. And, again, it's just one of those things. The Orioles are going to have to find ways to string hits together, runners in scoring position, get the big hit, and bring some of these runs home. You lose by 2 last night. They had one time where they had second and third, nobody out, and they got 1 run out of it. They had another time they had bases loaded with 2 outs, and Colton Cowser come to the plate, and he flies out. If he gets a base hit there, he scores 2 runs, and it's 5-5. They can't do it. They're not stringing together big hits. They're not stringing together multiple hits, and it's costing them. The one thing I will say with the Orioles is, if I'm an Orioles fan, and there's a lot of you out there, don't be discouraged by what's happening. This team is still very, very young. You've got guys like Jackson Holiday is 20. Gunnar Henderson's only 23. Kobe Mayo's 22 or 23. Heston Kjerstad's 24. Heck, even Adley Rutschman's only 26. You got a lot of guys. Jordan Westberg's 24. You got a lot of guys. Cade Povich is 24. Grayson Rodriguez, I think, is 24 or 25. You have a lot of young players on this team. I wouldn't be too... Colton Cowser's 24. Plenty of time with this team. But part of being young like that is inconsistency. And they're feeling it. This team has been a little inconsistent. But that's where guys like Mullen, Santander, McCann, O'Hearn, those types of guys, that's where they have to, in my opinion, they have to step up. They have to be the leaders. They have to be the one that maybe they have to carry the team for a little bit. And they're not doing it either. So, Matt Flat-Hatter, welcome in. Completely understand, Walt. Phillies are in the same boat. Both struck out 16 times last night. Yeah, we've been doing that a lot. We've been striking out way too much. And the other problem with the Orioles is, too, is the amount of called third strikes. In big situations, you've got to put the bat on the ball. Put the bat on the ball. JD Stash, who you got in the game? Orioles. That's the hope, anyway. Hope the Orioles pull it out. We shall see, but yes. That's what I'm hoping. Again, I'm very much under the weather, folks. Been fighting a cold for a few days now. Very much under the weather. I feel probably about, on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like it's a 1, maybe a 2. So I'm going to call this game for as long as I can. And then hopefully we'll get the whole game in if my body holds up, and we'll keep going here. But JD Stash, welcome in. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Love for you to do so. Just posted a video yesterday, of course, talking about the release of Craig Kimbrell and my thoughts on that. Be sure to check it out. We also released this morning another one of our Baseball Hall of Fame profile videos. This one was on Harold Baines. So check those out as well. They have, JD Stash. Absolutely no way around it. Offensively, they have been playing very, very badly. Johnny Reynolds, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to have you here. Yeah, the Orioles have not offensively been playing well at all, and that's going to be a problem. It's great. Good pitching is great, and you need good pitching, but you can't win if you don't score. Period. So they have to find ways to score runs. So we'll see what happens today. They've got to turn it around at some point. They've been extremely lucky, at least in the playoff push, to still be in the playoff race. They still lead the first. They're still the lead team in the wild card. They have the number 1 seed in the wild card side of things, which means if they don't win when they don't win the division, because they're not winning the division, they're 5 back with 10 to go. But when they play the wild card round, if the Orioles make the playoffs and hold on to that first spot, they'll have home field advantage. So that's still something to look forward to. So they have something to play for here. They've got to continue to play hard and continue to try to find ways to win some of these games. They have 10 games left in the season. 10 games, including today. If they go 5-5, they're going to have 89 wins. That's 12 less than they had last year. That's a big drop. I said they were going to win 95. I don't think they're on pace to win 95. With 10 games left, they would have to win. What do they got? 84 right now. They'd have to win 11. They'd have to go. They couldn't do it. They only have 10 games left. They got 84 wins. They can only get to 94. So they'd have to go 10-0 to even get close to that. So it's been a struggle for the Orioles this year. How are the Yankees playing today in the playoffs? The Yankees have not started yet. They play at 4 p.m., but they clinched the playoff spot. What's up, Victor? Welcome in. Yep, same record as the O's. They're playing well. Been frustrating as an O's fan. We need to finish strong headed to October. How many Yankees fans? Oh, I don't know, John. I don't know if there's any Yankee fans in here right now. It's only 8 people in here right now. But, yeah, JD Stack. It's definitely frustrating watching this team. Nobody can get the big hit. Nobody. Way too many strikeouts. Way too many guys not putting the bat on the ball. It just doesn't make any sense. And it's frustrating. It's like mind-boggling because this is a team that for the first part of the season was like the best team offensively in baseball. They were scoring runs by truckloads. They were scoring 5, 6, 7 runs a game. And they had the most, their lineup 1-9 was great. And I get it, injuries have happened. But, nobody is hitting on this team. We'll see if that changes today. Hopefully it does. Share us out with your friends. Again, I know it's a Thursday afternoon. A lot of people are probably working. But we're going to call this game as best we can. Let's see how the Birds do. Need a win. Got to get a win here today. They're really going to need it out of Zach Eflin. Well, Victor, I think the cause is, I don't know, it's so many different levels to that. I think the inexperience, the maturity level of these guys, they're still very, very young. I think the inexperience is part of it. I think part of inexperience is inconsistency. They have faced some good pitchers. I think part of it's pressure at this point. I think pressing, all of it. I think it all plays a part. I'm not very happy with the approach of this team. A lot of times, you'll have guys come up with, bases loaded, and the guy just walks 2 batters, and he's obviously struggling with his command, and the next guy steps up with bases loaded, knowing that this pitcher just struggled and is having trouble throwing strikes, and he swings at the first pitch and he pops it up. So he basically gets the guy out of trouble, just like that. It's like, take a pitch. He's having trouble throwing strikes. Put the pressure on him to make good pitches. Don't help him out by swinging at the first pitch and grounding out or popping up. It's part of the reason why I don't like Gunnar Henderson swinging, being a leadoff hitter. As good as he is in the leadoff spot, a lot of times, more often than not, he'll swing at the first pitch in the first inning. He'll ground out. He'll pop out. He'll fly out. And just like that, there's 1 out on 1 pitch and the game starts. That's just helping the pitcher. As a leadoff hitter, your job is to work the count, get on base, score runs, steal bases, that kind of thing. And it's really not the player he is. It's not who Gunnar Anderson is. He's not supposed to be. He's supposed to be one of your mashers. He's supposed to be one of your 3 and 4 guys, not your leadoff guy. How do you think the Buffalo Bills are doing this year? Well, my wife's uncle used to be the strength and conditioning coach for Buffalo for 20 years. So she's a big fan. Buffalo's playing very well so far. Yeah, Victor. Yeah, that's an ongoing issue. And again, guys, for those just coming in, there's 11 in here. Thanks for the sub, whoever it was. Thank you very much. I do have a cold. I am a little under the weather, so I'm going to do my best to call this game as best I can. So I might be a little bit more tame than I usually am when calling this game. But I'll do my absolute best for you guys. So I appreciate it. So we're at 105. As soon as they come back from commercial here, we should be first pitch. The Orioles, the guy they faced last night for San Francisco, they should have lit him up. It's just that simple. First game you had to face Snell. Today you got to face Logan Webb. The one game that you think if the Orioles are going to steal 1 out of the 3, it should have been the middle game, and they still couldn't do it. So we'll see. Mike Yastrzemski's going to lead off. That is the grandson, I think, or great-grandson. I think it's grandson of Carl Yastrzemski. He was in the Orioles minor league system for a while until the Orioles traded him away. So again, Eflin, 26 starts on the season, 3.55 ERA, 154 innings, 18 walks with 128 strikeouts, 254 opponent average against. He's given up 20 home runs. But luckily, with the home runs that he's given up against, while with the Orioles, a lot of them have been solo shots, thank goodness. The other issue with the Orioles the last two nights is they've given up leadoff home runs to Mike Yastrzemski. After the first inning, the last two games, they've been behind. So you really need a nice, clean first inning here. Get out of the first inning. No runs for the Giants, and get into the dugout. So Eflin's ready. Yastrzemski's in the box. Here's the first pitch. And it's a ball. Ball one. 1:06 p.m. is first pitch time. So 1-0 count done to Mike Yastrzemski. Johnny says, I'm a Yankees fan. Yankees are going to win the East. Yeah, they probably are, Johnny. 1-0 pitch. There it is. Swing and a foul down the first base line. 1-1. Hey, Pigtown Sports. Welcome in. Good to see you. O's are struggling, man. O's are struggling, man. They are really struggling offensively. Very frustrating. 1-1 count on Mike Yastrzemski here. 1-1 pitch coming. There it is. Line drive. Foul down the first base line. So quickly ahead. 1-2. For Zach Eflin. Yeah, Johnny, you're right. The Yankees are definitely going to win the East. 5 up with 10 to go. 1-2 pitch coming. Check swing. They're going to check down to third base. He did not go. So it's now a 2-2 count. It's one of those things with the Orioles. The division's over at this point. The Orioles would have to go 10-5. 10-0 in the last 10 games, and the Yankees go 5-5. That's the only way the Orioles can win the division. Here we go. 2-2 pitch. There's a pop up down the third base side. That's going to get out of play. Now, if the Orioles go 8-2 and the Yankees go 2-8, okay, that gets them back in it. Well, Johnny, you can't be a Dodgers and a Yankees fan. You just happen to like both good teams. Come on, man. You got to pick one. 2-2 pitch coming. Pop up. Third base side. Looks like Emmanuel Rivera's under it. And he is. He's got it. 1 out. Johnny, does that also mean you're a Chiefs fan in football? I'm just kidding. Dodgers are a team with so much loaded talent. You would think they'd win a World Series. I don't count the one in 2020. Here's Wade. First pitch to him is a called strike. 0-1. Dodgers, very talented team. We'll see what happens with them in the playoffs, though. 12 likes already, gang. We're trying to get to 50. Hit that like button. Here we go. 0-1 pitch to Wade. That's inside. Called a ball. 1-1. Yeah, I don't like any other teams in baseball. It's the Orioles and nobody else. Period. National League 2. Sorry. 1-1 pitch coming. There's a ball on the inside corner. A strike on the inside corner. 1-2. Just like that. 1-2 pitch coming. That's in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2. Johnny, you're more than welcome to like whoever you like, man. If you like the Dodgers and the Yankees, that's perfectly fine. You like who you like, dude. Where's my phone? Huh. 1-2 pitch coming. Oh, 2-2 pitch coming. There it is. That's a swing and a foul. So 2-2 count on Wade here. Wade Jr. 267 on the season. Here's the pitch. And a line drive foul down the first base side. Past the ball girl. She's got to go get it. Trevor Rogers pitching well with Norfolk so far. Urias has a hit in his first rehab at bat. Westberg flied out to left field and made an error at second. Yeah, you know what? I think it's it's more about just getting back into the play. I'm not really worried about the results, to be honest with you, Pigtown Sports. Just want to see him get the at-bats. 2-2 pitch coming. There's a swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. So Eflin with a nice pitch, fastball in the outside corner, and Wade swings right through it for the second out. So, yeah, I think for Westy and for Urias, it's just about just getting at bats. Results really don't matter. I think they'll be fine. But thank you, Pickdown Sports, for the update. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Here's Gerard Encarnacion. First pitch to him. There's a curveball for a strike right there, 0-1. Do you think with the batting that they're always trying for that home run swing, or do you think it makes some good points before? Well, I think it's a combination. Sometimes I do think they overswing. There's the 0-1 pitch. Outside and low, ball 1-1. I do think there's a lot of times when the Orioles get the two strike counts, instead of shortening up the swing and just trying to make contact, they're still swinging very, very hard and long and striking out a lot. I think that's a problem. 1-1 pitch coming. There's a swing and a miss. Strike two. Eflin with a nice pitch on the inside corner. Swings right over top of it. So 1-2 count on Encarnacion. Not a lot of people at the game today. Pretty empty out there. Eflin set. 1-2 pitch coming. Here's a swing and a foul. We're going to do it again. Victor, I think it's a combination of the reasons why they're not hitting. I think a lot of it is just inconsistency, inexperience, and trying too hard. I think these guys are going up there trying to hit the five-run home run. Just do your part. 1-2 pitch coming. Inside, checks it. They check down the first base, and he went. That's a strike 3. And that's the inning. Good top of the first. We were just talking about it. And I was just saying that I want, Eflin really needs to have a nice, clean first inning. He does. 3 up, 3 down after a half inning. Giants, nothing. Orioles coming to bat. And that's a good start for the O's because the first 2 games of this series, after the first inning, they're already down 1-0. So it's important that they try to get an early lead in this game. They're just not a team that plays from behind. Not this year. Well, they don't play well from behind. I'll put it to you that way. They've had, with the struggles they've had offensively, they can't get behind. I got to go get my phone. I'll be right back. And my phone's around there somewhere. Oh, you know what? I hope I didn't leave it downstairs. All right, back. Sorry, gang. I had to get my phone. So the Orioles got coming up Gunnar Henderson, Cedric Mullins, Anthony Santander against Logan Webb. We'll see how that goes. Again, everybody, I am fighting a cold, and I'm losing the battle, so I'll be blowing my nose a lot today. I apologize. Victor says he hates the getaway day games. I know that they have to do it, just don't like it. Hey, you rearranged the office. I did rearrange everything in here. I did. I did rearrange some things. One of these days, I'll show you a video of it, Victor. All right, Logan Webb on the season, 12-10, 353 ERA. First pitch to Gunnar. Here it comes. Inside, ball 1-0. That's really the big thing for me, is just watching the at-bats for the Orioles. How deep in counts do they get? How much do they work the counts? 1-0 pitch coming. Swing and a miss, strike. High fastball. Only 91, but Gunnar wasn't able to get there. It was a little bit out of the zone, too. So Logan Webb pitches 6.25 innings pitched per start, which is the 4th most in in Major League Baseball. So he does go deep into games. 1-1 pitch coming. There's a line drive. Base hit into right field for Gunnar Henderson. So good start for the Orioles. They get a leadoff hit from Gunnar. There's a base hit for you. Gunnar's the one guy out of everybody that's really been consistently hitting. Not hitting as many home runs as he did early in the season, but he's still getting on base. Still getting his base hits just out of the reach of the second baseman, too. So leadoff hit here. If I'm the Orioles, I know we need runs, But I wouldn't be long. I'd be sending Gunnar. Here's Mullins. First pitch to Mullins. Squares the bunt, lays it down, and it's going to be foul. So 0-1. Hi, Jeannie. Jeannie52573, welcome in. Cedric tried to lay a bunt down the other night and couldn't do it. And tried to lay one down right there and couldn't do it. So he's already behind in the count 0-1. I mean, they're facing here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball one, 1-1. I mean, the San Francisco Giants are an under 500 ball club, folks. They are. They're under 500 this year. And the Orioles have lost to them. Have lost the series, at least. So here we go. 1-1 pitch coming. There's a pop up behind home plate. It's going to be out of play. 1-2. The Orioles just can't win. I mean, they've lost 4 series in a row. And it's a struggle for them right now. They got Detroit coming into town next. And that's a real advantage for the Orioles. 1-2 pitch coming. Outside, ball 2. 2-2. Because if they can win the series against Detroit, it might seal up at least the playoffs. Because Detroit is who's chasing. If they can beat Detroit, that'd be a big deal for the Orioles. 2-2 pitch coming. In the dirt, ball 3. 3-2. So good start here for the Orioles, I'll say. You got a leadoff single from Gunnar Henderson. You've got Cedric Mullins working the count full to 3-2, seeing a lot of pitches. 2 good at-bats to start the game here. But really what they need is not just good at-bats, they need big hits. So Mullins really needs to reach here. Nope, throw over to first. Gunnar's back. Running the count 3-2 by Mullins, if he can reach right here, that'll be a big lift to the Orioles to possibly get out to an early lead here. Because you'll have back-to-back really good at-bats. Mullins has said, here it comes. Called strike 3. He's out, and Gunnar is going to be... Oh, no, Gunnar stole. He stole the base. He is safe at second, but they called strike 3 on Cedric Mullins at the plate. The Giants are looking at it, though. Mullins, it was just on the outside corner. It's definitely strike 3. I thought Gunnar was out at second, but no, he's safe. It looks like he just gets his hand in. Because they tagged him up by the... Actually, that's going to be really close. I don't know that they'll overturn it. Are they going to look at it? Yep. So the Giants are challenging. They're thinking that they got him. I don't see how they turn this over. I don't think anything's conclusive enough there. Yeah, I was. You're right, Victor. Victor says, weren't you, isn't it dejecting you were so amped up about the 20 games with the schedule you had to take first? Yeah, they did. I mean, they faced a lot of inferior teams that were at or under 500, and they blew it. They just blew it. They've lost those series, and that really hurt. And the other night, they lost 10-0, but the Giants scored 6 runs in the 9th inning. They didn't need those 6 runs. They would have beat them 4-0. They would have beat us 1-0. All right, so the Giants are challenging. We're still waiting on the decision. The way things have been going for the Orioles, I won't be surprised if they call them out. Gunnar's still sitting at second, though. Umpires are waiting. I don't like this. I think the waiting doesn't help the Orioles. I just don't see how you can overturn this. At least the angles that we saw, and I get it, Major League Baseball back in New York will have different angles, but the angles that we saw, there's nothing conclusive that says he's out. So we're continuing to wait. I think there's got to be a time frame on this. If you can't tell who is and isn't safe or out then within a certain amount of time, then the call stands on the field. All right, so here we go. I think we're about to get it. All right, here we go.
Here's Jordan Baker.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. San Francisco will lose the challenge.
All right, there you go. So he is safe. Again, there was nothing in the replay that really was conclusive to call him out. So I think that's a tough call by the Giants right there this early in the game. With the way the Orioles have been hitting, okay, he's still second. Keep your challenge. Don't blow it. Now they've lost their challenge for the rest of the game. I don't think that's a smart call there. All right, that's going to bring Santander to the plate. So stolen base for Gunnar Henderson. Here's first pitch to Santander. Ball low. Turbo EV says we aren't scoring runs and our pitching isn't good enough for lack of run support. Well, I agree with that to a point, Turbo. I think our pitching's been better. I think our pitching's been good enough to win. 1-0 pitch coming. Swing and a miss by Santander. 1-1. I think the pitching's been good enough. I really do, Turbo. I'll take my chances in the playoffs with Zach Eflin, Corbin Burns, and hopefully a Grayson Rodriguez. I'll pit that against anybody, and I think the Orioles have a shot. So 1-1 count. Here's Santander. Pitch, swing, pop up down the first base line. First baseman's giving it a chase, and it's going to be out of play. See, that's the thing about Santander. As much as he hits home runs, I need him to hit. He had the one walk-off home run a little bit earlier this year, and that's all fine and dandy. But right now, the Orioles don't need a 2-run homer. They need a base hit. Just get a hit. And he's already behind the count 1-2. He's batting .237 on the season. He just can't put the ball in play other than home runs. He's liable to strike out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Nope, ball low in the dirt, 2-2. I like Santander, but he's a very, very frustrating, streaky, bad habit player. He'll run into a few here and there, and he's got 41 home runs this year and 90-something RBIs. That's great, but he is very streaky, and when he goes cold, he's cold for a while. 2-2 pitch coming. Swinging a pop-up. It's going to be out of play, I think. That was a terrible pitch. He had to literally lunge down towards the third base side to swing at that pitch. That ball was a ball. That pitch was a ball out of the hand, and yet he still swung. So a 2-2 count right here on Anthony Santander. Colton Cowser's on deck. For some reason, he's batting fourth. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Exactly what I was talking about. Ball on the outside. It's ball 3 if he doesn't swing at it. Ball's tailing away from him. Santander can't lay off. Strike 3. So Orioles are 0 for 1 already with runners in scoring position. Just like that. Hey, Jay Blood, welcome in. Well, the Yankees are playing well at the right time, and the Orioles aren't. It's just that simple. You guys took advantage, and we didn't. First pitch to Cowser's outside, but they called it a strike anyway. Jeez, that was off the plate. But 0-1 count on Cowser as he takes it. 244 hitter, 20 home runs, 62 RBIs. The Yankees are just playing well. It's just that simple. They played well, started playing well at the right time, and the Orioles weren't. 0-1 pitch coming. That's a ball high, 1-1. And the Yankees were going to win the division. It's just that simple. They're 5 up with 10 to go. So here we go again. The Orioles got a man on second base with only 1 out, and so far they haven't even moved him up. Already 0 for 1. Come on, Cowser. We need a hit here. 1-1 pitch coming. Inside, ball 2. 2-1. Just got to find ways to score runs. Slyster, welcome in. So undisciplined. Yes, he is. Santander is an undisciplined hitter. I agree. 2-1 pitch coming. There's a swing and a foul back. 2-2. And a lot of them right now are undisciplined. But the undisciplined youngsters are just that. They're youngsters. I play less into the youngsters. Discipline will come with time with them. It's the older guys like Santander that's undisciplined that frustrate me. They should know better. 2-2 pitch coming. Outside, ball 3. 3-2. Rutschman's on deck. For Gunnar Henderson, it was steal number 20 on the season. So good for him. He's a 2020 guy this year. 3-2 pitch coming. Swinging a foul down the first base side. We're going to do it again. So, yeah, Gunnar Henderson, 2020 guy this year. He's got 37 home runs, 20 stolen bases. Really good season for Gunnar Henderson. Really good season. 282 average. Average is great, too. 282 average. He hits 282 every season. I'll be happy. 3-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Cowser's out. Strike 3. So again, the Orioles 0 for 2 now with runners in scoring position to start this game. Leave another runner in scoring position. And they strike out. 2 guys in a row strike out. They don't even put the ball in play. They don't even put the ball in play. 1 inning in the books. No score. Looks like Zach Eflin's going to have to pitch a shutout for the Orioles to win. And even then, they still might not win. We may not score any runs either. Slicer says, hey, Walt, sorry for not saying hello to everyone for... Oh, that's Slicer. No big deal. No problem. You think the Mets have a shot if we sweep the Phils? They'll be 4 out with 6 to go. Probably would have to be a collapse by Philly. Yeah, I don't... First off, you're not sweeping the Phillies. Victor, I'd be surprised if they do. No, I think just get in. The division's going to be hard. You know, you'd be 4 out with 6 to go. That's asking a lot. Oh, yeah, so frustrated for sure, Slicer. I totally get it. I'm frustrated, too. Totally get it. Totally get it. You know, again, here we are. Man on second. Gunner steals a base. Only 1 out. You have your two of your better hitters. You have your 3 and 4 hitters coming up, Santander and Cowser. And both of them strike out on bad pitches. Bad at-bats. Simple. You know, it's just that simple. And be honest with you, again, they struck out the side. Henderson steals and gets a stolen base. I mean, Henderson singles and gets a stolen base, but Mullins, Santander, and Cowser, all 3 struck out. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. Nobody put the ball in play. Nobody. Very, very, very frustrating. All right, top of the second for Zach Eflin. Let's see what he can do. I mean, Eflin's been great for the Orioles. 6 quality starts and seven appearances. He's been amazing. Yeah, Victor. I mean, Mets are playing well. All right, first pitch. Ball's high. Ball 1. 1-0. Hey, Jason. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Jason Thibodeau's here. Guys, hit the like button. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and trying to get to that big 1,000 mark. Michael Conforto's stepping to the plate. 1-0 pitch. That's a ball. Oh, nope. Called it a strike. It looked high. It was out of the zone, but they called it a strike. 1-1. 18 people watching. Good to have all of you here. No score, top of the second inning in Baltimore. 1-1 pitch coming. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Wow, that was fast. We went from 18 to 11. Oof. Good to have all of you in here. Again, I am a little under the weather, folks. I'm going to do my best to call this game today. Going to be a little bit tamer than I usually am as I try to fight through this cold. It's terrible. Eflin's ready. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. Oh, it's off the bag. It hits off the bag at first base, goes into right field for a base hit. It was down the line. It looked like O'Hearn was there to get it, and then it hit off the bag and goes up and into right field for a base hit. Jackson Holiday retrieves it, but it's only a single. Wow, talk about bad luck for the O's. Just, it hits the bag. If it doesn't hit the bag, Ryan O'Hearn is there, and the ball's going to be, he's going to catch it and flip it to Eflin. So here we go, man on first for the Giants. Here's Fitzgerald. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1. That ball was a little up in the zone. That was very hittable. Tyler Fitzgerald, 290 hitter, 14 home runs, 31 RBIs on the season. Need a nice ground ball right at Gunner right here. Turn the double play. 0-1 pitch coming. Oh, he squares the bunt and lays down a good one down the third base line. Rivera gets it, throws to first, but it's not going to be in time. That's a bunt base hit by Fitzgerald. Nice call there. See, that's how you lay down. See, that's the difference between these teams. Mullen squares the bunt in the first inning, and he can't lay the bunt down. This guy lays down a perfect bunt. Rivera does everything he can, and it's a bunt base hit. So now there's first and second, nobody out. It's all about execution, folks. And when you can't execute, you're not going to win games. Good bunt by Fitzgerald. So first and second, nobody out. That's going to bring Bailey to the plate. First pitch to him. There's a swing and a foul. 0-1. K. Wilby, welcome in. Yeah, it is pretty much Slicer. But I get more frustrated when like you see a team like the Giants, who are like 7 games under 500. They lay down a perfect bunt. 0-1 pitch, outside, ball 1-1. You know, the Orioles should be able to do that. They can't get a guy. Nobody can lay down a bunt. So here we go again with the Orioles. You know, Patrick Bailey at the plate. Can he deliver a big hit for a team? A 1-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball, foul down third base, 1-2. The Orioles can't do it. You know, they come up, strike out both times with a man on second, runner in scoring position. Nothing. But here we go with the Giants. They have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And my money's on them scoring a run here. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, just outside. It looked like a strike to me. It looked like it caught the corner, but the ump calls it a ball. 2-2. Let me see it again. Well, it's probably a little bit off the plate. Good framing by Rutschman there. So the count's even. 2-2 on Bailey. 2-2 pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball to shortstop. Second baseman flips the gunner for one. Back to first. Off the bag. No! Ryan O'Hearn stayed on the bag. Nice. And it wasn't a great throw by Gunner. Ryan O'Hearn had to lunge to his left. It looked like I thought his foot came off the bag, but it didn't. Nice flip by Jackson, the Gunner. Gunner just makes a really wide throw, but O'Hearn was able to stay on the bag for the second out. So 2 down. He does hit into a double play, but they do have a man on third now. So the Orioles need a big pitch here to get out of this inning. Let's see if they can get this out. I am going to sneeze here in a minute. Grant McCrae's at the plate, 228 hitter, 5 home runs, 9 RBIs. Eflin is set at the belt, and here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Strike. 0-1. Good pitch. Kind of a half swing, almost like he wanted to swing, then he tried to stop, and then he couldn't stop, and just like that, he's behind 0-1. 21 likes already. Thanks, gang. Good to have all of you in here. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in, buddy. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a foul right at the plate. 0-2. Share us out, everybody. Let everybody know we're calling Orioles baseball today. 21 likes already. We're almost halfway to our goal. So Eflin's ahead here, 0-2 on McCrae. Let's see if we can get out of this. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He does. He gets him on an 89 mile an hour fastball. He didn't overpower him, but he gets it by him. And that's the inning. So Eflin, 2 innings down. No runs. Bottom of the second coming up. No score. How about that? So Eflin's, again, I think the Orioles pitching, for the most part, has kept them in games. You know, they really have. I think the pitching has kept them in ball games, and they just can't score runs. You've got to be. They're so bad with runners in scoring position. I would love to see their overall numbers with runners in scoring position for the season as to where they are, because we know how they've been since the second half. They've been terrible, but I'd love to see how they've been since, you know, the entire season. It's just not been good. Just shared the stream out to my Facebook. Thanks, Kay. No, Jason, it's not COVID. Check that already. I think it's just a cold. I think it's a sinus infection. I'll be honest with you. Because you know how when you sneeze or you cough up some stuff, it can be green and mucusy. I'm sorry to be graphic. It's kind of like that. So I think it's just like a sinus infection. Thanks, Victor. Have a good one, man. Yeah, I think it's just that. I think it's just a sinus infection. So, just need to, you know, gut through it. I took the day off today. I just couldn't do it. This is easy. Doing this with you guys is fun. It's relaxing. Doesn't take a ton of effort.
Every single game, even in wins, has been hard. So, you know, we got a week and a half left or whatever it is, and you know, I'm hoping that we start playing with the lead a little bit too.
Brandon Hines, right? Yeah, right. We don't play with. See, he just said it. Be nice to play with a lead. Excuse me. Adley Rutschman steps to the plate. First pitch to him. He takes it for a strike. 0-1. So 0-1 on Rutschman already. And Hyde's right. It'd be nice to play with a lead. 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1. The Orioles just don't play with a lead. Rutschman on the season, 252 hitter, 19 home runs, 76 RBIs. He's still having a nice season. 1-1 pitch. Way inside. Ball 2, 2-1. Average is down for Rutsch. Rutsch is usually a high average guy. 270, 280, 290 hitter. Right around there. He's hitting low 252 right now. That's not good. Thanks, Kay. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Right field. Playable for the right fielder. He's got it. First out. Just like that. One down. Everybody's just like... For me, when I look at Rutschman, everything's an uppercut with him right now. He's trying to launch angle the ball instead of just swinging level and swinging hard. Everything's down here, and it's causing, they're not scoring. Here's O'Hearn. First pitch to him is on the corner for a strike. 0-1. O'Hearn's struggling as well. 255 hitter, 13 home runs, 54 RBIs, 2 for 6 in this series. 0-1 pitch coming. There's a strike. 0-2, just like that. And the thing about O'Hearn is he's playing a lot more now with Ryan Mountcastle out of the lineup. So he's playing against lefties and righties. But, every time he plays a righty, he's not hitting righties anymore either. So he's struggling from both sides. 0-2 pitch coming. Swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. 0-2 again. Yeah, he's struggling against everybody. He's not just struggling against lefties. He's struggling against righties as well. So O'Hearn's got to somebody's got to get going. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. Strike 3. It's going to bring Kjerstad to the plate. Heston Kjerstad's going to step to the plate. Kjerstad is back from his head injury. As you guys know, a while back against the Yankees, he was hit by a 96-mile-an-hour fastball right in the head. And he had concussion symptoms. First pitch to him. There's a strike, 0-1. But he's back. He's been swinging the bat well since he's been back, too. See if he can swing the bat well here. 0-1 pitch. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. I don't know, Slicer. Monarch Miracles, what's up, Matt? Welcome in. Good to see you. I don't know. I can't answer that. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. Ball low and in the dirt. 2-1. So good hitters count here for Kjerstad. He can look for a pitch in his zone, and if he's got it, he can take a hack at it. Here we go. Let's see. 2-1 pitch coming. Swinging a fly ball. Left field. Going to be playable. Left field's under it. Left fielder's got it. That's your inning. No runs, no hits, nothing for the O's. Top of the third inning coming up. No score. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Feel like I'm going to sneeze again. Just a frustrating season to see the O's play like this because they're better. They're so much better than this, and they just have no energy, no drive, no fire, no nothing right now, and it's costing them. They're letting these teams stay in games and win games, and it's a bummer. Good to have everybody in here. Thank you. Again, I'm a little low-key today because, again, I'm not feeling well, so it's hard for me to be too upbeat when I feel like I should be napping. So we'll see how we do. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Good to have all of you in here. Again, it's an afternoon game. I get it. Everybody's got to work. A lot of people are probably working. They can't be on here anyway, so I totally understand that. So don't you worry about it. We're just going to, whoever's in here, we're going to have fun with it. We'll see how we do. 23 likes now. That's amazing. Thank you, guys. Commercial break. Orioles so far already have four strikeouts. 4 strikeouts out of 7 hitters. So more than half the hitters have struck out so far. So the Orioles already have 4 Ks on the day, and they've only got 7 hitters so far. Tough stretch for the O's. And I think the sad part for the Orioles is, folks, all right, Eflin's on the mound. Schmidt's at the plate. You know, every game they lose, it's making it harder to make the playoffs. First pitch to him. There's a curveball for a strike right there. 0-1. Good pitch by Eflin. First 2 innings, Eflin's pitched really well. He's got out of the jam in the second. First inning was really clean. Let's see if we can get another clean inning here. 0-1 pitch coming. There's a swing and a foul. 0-2, just like that. Ball girl's got to go chasing after that. So Zach Eflin, just like that, has an 0-2 count on Schmidt. I get done at 11:30 in the morning. It's nice at the end of the day, not so much at the beginning. Amen, I'm sure, Matt. 0-2 pitch coming. Nope, he takes it outside, just outside. Good take. That was a good pitch by Eflin. I thought he was going to offer at it, but he didn't. So 1-2 on Schmidt. He's set. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the third baseman. Rivera's got it. Throw over to first. Just in time. Wow, that was a little bit closer than it needed to be. But he gets him. That is the first out. Wow, that was just in time. Holy cow. Took his time throwing it over to first and just beat him by a step. But he did beat him, so that's the first out. Swinging and a miss on the next pitch to the first pitch to the next hitter, Walton, 0-1. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Yeah, the Orioles have a 4-game lead in the wild card, +4, which isn't a lot, but 4 with 10 to go. Again, they would really have to fall off the earth, in which they're on the edge. They'd really have to just fall off the cliff to not make the playoffs. But they are on the edge of the cliff right now, so any one team can push them. 0-2 count on Walton. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 right there. He takes a pitch right down the middle. That looks like something the Orioles have been doing. So 2 quick outs for Zach Eflin. I don't know. I guess he just was looking for something else because that ball was right down the middle. So 2 quick outs for Zach Eflin. Very nice. That's going to bring him back to the top of the lineup for Yastrzemski. He's 0-1. First pitch to him. There's a swing and a foul. 0-1. Slicer says it's got to the point whereas I can predict what's about to happen with every O's batter and pitchers relevant to their dismal, consistent inconsistencies. Yeah. I think the pitching's been fair. I really have. I thought the pitching's been adequate. Just can't hit. It's magnified because they're not hitting. 0-1 pitch. Ball low, 1-1. I mean, the problem with the pitchers is every single pitch is a high leverage pitch because, one swing of the bat and you're losing. And, you can't score runs, so you've almost got to pitch perfect to win. 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. Good pitch there, just off the corner. Good take by Yastrzemski. But it is true with the hitters, if nothing else. I can almost predict what the hitters are going to do. 2-1 pitch coming. Oh, checks the swing, ball 3, 3-1. All right, so Eflin, what you don't want, he doesn't want to walk him here. Definitely don't want to walk him. Three-one pitch coming. Oh, man, that looked like a strike, but it's called a ball. So if there's a walk, a 2-out walk to Yastrzemski, is going to bring Wade to the plate. Wade Jr. He's 0-1. 14 people watching, 23 likes. Keep hitting that like button, gang. Let's see if we can get to the 50 mark today. Eflin is set. First pitch to Wade. There's a strike right there on a changeup, 0-1. No score, folks. We're in the top of the third inning. The Orioles are one of only 2 or 3 games that are going on right now. We'll talk about scores a little bit later. 0-1 pitch coming. There's a swing and a foul back. 0-2. Quickly 0-2. Quickly 0-2. Eflin set. 0-2 pitch coming. Swing and a fly ball. Short, shallow right field. There goes Jackson Holliday. He's going out. He's under it, and he's got it. That's your inning. So, again, Eflin gets out of it. Gives you a 2-out walk, but strands him. Bottom of the third inning coming up. No score. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Everybody talk amongst yourselves. Please be nice. Keep it family friendly. I'm going to the restroom. Mods, welcome anybody in. I'll be right back. All right, gang, I'm back. What did I miss? Talk to me. What did I miss? Nothing. Hey, good. Okay. I thought maybe I missed something. Okay, so here is okay, so 1-2 count on Jackson Holliday. Thank you. Missed a couple pitches. Sorry, gang. Had to run to the restroom. So 1-2 count on Jackson Holliday. Let's see if he can get a hit here. 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. SG Sports Talk, welcome in. 2-2 count now. Here's the 2-2 pitch. High and outside, ball 3. So Holliday has worked the count full here, 3-2 to Jackson Holliday. Holliday, just like everyone else, has been struggling. Here we go. 3-2 pitch coming. That's ball 4 inside. So a leadoff walk for the Orioles. Good at bat for Holliday. No, they're not, SG. Not looking good at all. Got to play better. Got to play better. They want to do anything in the playoffs, they've got to do better. Definitely have to do better. That's going to bring up their Manuel Rivera. First pitch to him, swinging in a foul. Looked like Holliday was on his way. First pitch. He'll have to go back. But I like that. You know, they let Gunnar steal. He steals a base. You know, try to get Holiday in the scoring position with you know, nobody or one out. I like the idea of letting him go. Let him run. So 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball way outside. I don't know what he's swinging out there. 0-2. Yes. Thank you, SG. Yes, they are. Thank you, Captain. 0-2 pitch coming. There's a pop-up foul. Oh, that's right. SG, aren't you a Giants fan? Again, excuse me, folks. I do have a cold. I'm fighting a cold. So 0-2 count on Rivera. Here's the pitch. Swinging on a miss on a ball high and out of the zone. That's strike 3. That's just bad hitting. That's a ball. That ball's up by his head, and he swings right through it. There's nothing he's gonna do with that pitch. It's already by him before he can even get his bat there. Yep, well, Giants are playing well against the Orioles, but they're still not going to make the playoffs. They're like 7 games under 500. Here's Gunnar. First pitch of him is low, but in the zone, 0-1. Gunnar's 1 for 1 with a single and a stolen base. Oh, 1 pitch outside, ball 1, 1-1. Good to have everybody in here. 23 likes already. Good to have you all here. 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul back. So 1-2 count. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. 2-2 count on Gunnar Henderson, who really, the O's could use a big hit right here, folks. Let's see if he can get it. All right, Gunnar calls time. He steps out of the box for a minute. Yeah, 2 games in a row is better than the O's. The O's have not won 2 in a row in a while. 2-2 count. Nope. Throw over to first. Jackson Holiday is back. You're correct, SG. If you win 2 and then win the next one, that is 3. Very good. 2-2 pitch coming. Way outside. Ball 3. 3-2. So Gunnar runs the count full. I don't know. Well, let me know in the chat. What do you guys think here? Quickly, before the at-bat. 3-2 count, 1 out. Gunnar at the plate. You going to let Holiday run here, or do you hold him? I think they're going to let him run. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. And they did have him running. He was going. And he'll have to go back on the foul ball. I would have him running too, because if Gunnar's out, if Gunnar swings through the pitch and he strikes out, if Holiday steals the base, at least you got him in scoring position. If he doesn't, then strike him out, throw him out, the inning's over. It is what it is. I think you got to make something happen here. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's running again. Here's 3-2 pitch. Fly ball, right field, left field, hit pretty well, but the left fielder's going to get there. That is the second out. So Gunnar hit it well, hit it to the warning track to left field. That's not an easy poke for a left-handed hitter, to hit a ball to the warning track in left field. In the old dimensions, that ball's gone. But with the new dimensions, it's just an out. So 2 quick outs. We're back to Cedric Mullins now, who struck out his first time up. Holiday is still at first. First pitch to Mullins. There's a strike, 0-1. On the outside corner, but it was a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 0-2. Ball in the dirt. Again, I don't know what it is with this team. It almost feels like they're guess hitting right now. They're just, I'm swinging, no matter what. Whatever's coming, I'm swinging. Because some of these pitches they're swinging at are bad. 0-2 pitch coming. There's a fly ball right at the left fielder. He's got it. That's your inning. No runs, no hits, a man left. Top of the 4th inning coming up. No score. This team cannot hit, period. All right, 3 innings in. Let's go in and we'll look at the standings around Major League Baseball. The American League East, Yankees are pacing the East at 89 and 63. They have clinched the playoff berth. Orioles are 5 back. Red Sox are 13 back. Tampa Bay's 15 back. Toronto 17 back. American League Central, Guardians pacing the Central, 88 and 65. Kansas City 6 back. Minnesota 7.5. Detroit 8. Chicago White Sox 52 big games back. Crazy. Out west, Houston 82 and 70 pacing the West. Mariners 5 back. Texas 9 back. Oakland 15 back. Angels 20 back. National League East, Phillies are pacing the East 91 and 61. Mets are 7 back. Braves are 9 back. Nationals are 23 back. Marlins are 35 back. In the Central, the Milwaukee Brewers have clinched the Central Division title at 88 and 64. Cubs are 10 back. No, Cubs and Cardinals are 11 back. Reds are 14.5. Pirates are 17. And then out west, Dodgers are 90 and 62, pacing the West. Padres are 3.5. Diamondbacks are 6. Giants are 16. And the Rockies are 31.5. So there you go. That's the standings around Major League Baseball. Top of the 4th inning. To his credit, Zach Eflin's pitching a very, it's only 3 innings in, but he's pitched well so far. Let's see what he does here. First pitch to Encarnacion. Swing and a miss. Strike. 0-1. Good start. Good start. Hey, SG Sports, keep it clean, please. 0-1 pitch. There's a curveball for a strike. 0-2. Please keep it clean. Yeah, you gotta keep it clean, buddy. So 1-2 count right here. Encarnacion, here's the pitch. Curveball, low, ball 2. 2-2. No shady stuff in here today. We're going to keep it clean, folks. Two pitch coming to Encarnacion. Here it is. Swinging a foul. Looks like it's going to get out of play. Jackson Holloway's going to give it a look, but nope, out of play. So 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a dribbler down third base. Rivera's got it. Throw to first. Not in time. It's going to be a base hit. So that's the second time now they've hit a dribbler down the line for a base hit. Whew. Oh, I'm not feeling good, folks. Maybe calling this game soon. Conforto's at the plate. Man on first now. Leadoff single. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. And actually, I think I am going to call this game, folks. I'm sorry. It's just the cold's got me under the weather. I just can't. I can't think straight. I'm struggling to have a good, call the game correctly. Those pitchers have to be darn near perfect to have a. Yeah, it's true. It's true, Slicer. 2-0 count, by the way, on Conforto. But yeah, I'm going to call it only because I'm just not feeling it today. This cold is killing me. I think I need to go lay down. But we'll definitely be back for next week against the Yankees. We'll be calling one of the Yankees games. I hope you guys can join us for that. Keep watching the O's. Hopefully they can win this game. We'll see. Not looking good this inning. That single, and already Conforto's got a 3-0 count. But thanks for being here, everybody. Keep rooting for the O's. We'll see y'all soon. Sorry for the abbreviated game, but this cold's just killing me. I was hoping I'd be able to battle through, but I think I need to go lay down. So I hope y'all have a good day. Thanks again for being here. Oh, 3-0 pitch. That ball's gone. 2-0 Giants. They let him swing on a 3-0 pitch. And just like that, the Giants take a 2-0 lead. Oh, that's terrible. Now I feel even worse. Bye, everybody.